we really trying to really saying that like from a sneaker standpoint, from a it's just ANTMan sneakers. I don't want to wear them. How about that? And if you can't get me to wear them, then you're not gonna get anybody. You're not gonna get the average person wearing. I buy different style of sneakers all the time. I wear the casual sneaker that you can go to work in. Like
But I don't think
that's where most people at. Young
but I
kids,
don't think they
their parents are.
I don't think they catering to our age group, 40
No,
some
it's
year
not
old
that they
man.
catering, but young kids ain't paying sneakers. Young kids ain't buy. You always cater to my age group because you know why?
Nah, what you mean, young men? What you mean, young people ain't buying
You
sneakers?
always paying to our age group because young people don't pay for them. The parents do. That's just that simple. The parents pay for the sneakers. The
Yeah,
parents
but
pay for the sneakers. If the parent don't want to pay for the sneaker, parent be like, I ain't paying for them.
yeah, but what parent gonna tell they kid, I ain't paying for them sneakers because I don't like them? You know what I mean,
Yeah,
it
my
ain't
mama
gonna
did.
happen. Okay, but
My mama did too.
Like my mom did.
hey,
My mom said, "Yo,
but I'm
all
talking
my
about this
I
a
ain't
new
buying them."
generation. This a new generation of parents, bro.
Man,
I ain't like our parents. This a
I know some
whole
parents
new
be like,
generation of parents.
I know some parents be like, nah, I ain't paying for them.
Yeah, but there's a whole lot of like, you want those? Go ahead and get them. I'm just telling you, it's a whole new generation of parents.
I'm about to eat my lunch on y'all.
They ain't catering to a 40 and over crowd, bro. They catering to young kids.
But even young kids now, I mean, they all wearing tennis shoes, don't get me wrong, but they're comfortable wearing a pair of slides, are comfortable and be out and about chilling with them joints on for real.
Yeah,
And
they
wearing
do.
some doggone and wearing some Crocs or wearing some
Anyway,
Uggs, bedroom slippers. That's what they wear now.
They
And
wear it
my
all,
son
bro.
do it
They
all the
just ain't
time.
wear. They wear sneakers too, bro.
No,
man, they
no.
do. Don't
I'm
get me
not
wrong.
saying they don't wear sneakers, but what I'm saying is a lot of these kids today, they rock the Yeezy slides, they rock the little Ugg bedroom shoes, they rock the little Crocs, they easy in, easy out. I mean, they wear sneakers, but it's not how we grew up where we wore sneakers all the time. These kids, they put on any and everything, whatever is cool with their feet, that's what they wear. They can care less.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. That's what they catering to, young kids. But at the end of the day, it can be more than one face of the league. It's been that over the time. You can have 2-3 faces of the league. It ain't got to be one face.
But it's
Like
never
Steph
been. It's
Curry and
been always.
LeBron been the face for the last 10 years. Both of
No,
them.
it's always been one dominant athlete.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be one
You're
dominant.
apex.
Yeah, but
Doesn't
I
matter
thought it
what's
flipped.
going on.
I
It's
thought
always
it.
been that one apex who is always the face.
Yeah, but I thought it's flipped for the last few years between LeBron and Steph. At one point, it was Steph, but LeBron had the torch most of the time. But it's been flipped where Steph was, where people are like, yeah, Steph the face of the league right now. You can have more than one, and it's good for the league to have more than one face.
Yeah,
You gonna see?
we'll see. All right, next up, man. Let's a little bit talk about what's going on with the Lakers. We get back to the Suns in a minute. There's a two-part question on this side. One, in we know what's going on as far as Ham being fired. They fired the entire staff. So let's discuss that. What should the Lakers do in moving forward? And then let's jump into with the LeBron situation. We talked about this on the text message. What do you think they should do with LeBron? So, Key, start us out. What do you think the Lakers should do moving forward as far as the coach? And then we'll get to the LeBron situation next.
For the coach standpoint, bro, I saw both sides. You can make a case for a dude staying, and you also can make a case for dude getting fired. So, when Rob Pelinka put the team together last year, everybody was like, man, this dude should be executive of the year. Nobody wasn't saying they need this. We got to stop saying every year, man, they need to go get another this. Before the season started, everybody, even Ray, everybody was like, man, Rob put together a hell of a team. He got everything. And then when stuff won't work, we got to stop making excuses for LeBron, bro. At this point, bro, he need this, he need the down. He gonna need Jesus after a while. You know what I'm saying? So we got to stop that. And I can see the case for dude being fired. You was in the play-in for 2 years. Yeah, you made it to the Western Conference Finals last year, but you got to get the team ready where they not in the play-in. You can't be every year you fighting to make the play-in. You know, you're underachieving early, and that's what putting you in trouble. Because I feel like if the Lakers would have played any other team but Denver in the first round, they'd have had a shot getting out the first round. I think they would have got out the first round. They'd have played OKC, or they'd have played, who was the second seed?
Denver.
The Thunder. I think
That's the same team.
no, OKC, who was the second seed?
Denver.
Denver was
the second seed.
Denver was second seed.
Okay. If they play
Minnesota's the third
OKC,
seed.
if they would play OKC or the Timberwolves, they'd have had a shot to get anybody except the Dallas, anybody, any Clippers, anybody except them in the first round. The way they played, I think they would have got out the first round. So Ham was underachieving in that aspect of trying to figure out his lineup early on in the season, who he should sit, who he should start, who should he rotate, and that hurt him. I think I sent out over the last 3 years, the team is 500. You know, so and the Lakers, like I always said, bro, the Lakers is about winning rings. It ain't about making the playoffs or being in the play-in or getting to the Western Conference Finals. The history of the long term is about them winning rings. And going on what they should do with LeBron, if he opt in, if he come ask for an extension, you don't give it to him, bro. It's time to move on. It's time to rebuild. Everybody's getting younger. Everybody's getting younger talent. You got one ring. Well, he been there for 5 years, at least 5 years. Just say 5 years. You got one ring in 5 years, bro. Anybody will be like, bro, it's time to move on. Any organization will be like, this, okay, we got a ring. It's a failure after that. Yeah, we got the ring. Let's move on. He's about to be 40 next year. Like, you can't keep getting up future draft picks. And you do that, you go bring this piece and the same results are having. He just can't impact winning a chip no more. That KD, that LeBron, that Steph, they never winning chips again. It's over. They had their run. And it's just time for the young kids. So there's a Laker, you got to go find a coach. I don't know who you're gonna find because all the good coaches are taken. Like, unless you're just gonna get somebody an opportunity that you never gave the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Or you're gonna go try to trade for a coach like Tyler Lue or something, try to strong arm him out of the Clippers. You know what I'm
Nah, he a
saying?
free agent.
Now you got 1 year left.
He got 1 year left.
You got 1 year left.
Yes. So unless you're gonna just send them a pick and strong arm him, saying he go to them and say, look, I ain't gonna sign. So y'all might as well take a pick or something. Because what you're not gonna bring Mark Jackson. So other than that, who you gonna bring? You know what I'm saying?
JJ Redick is on the JJ Redick is on the list.
That's what I'm saying. So it's gonna have to be somebody new. You just giving an opportunity to, because all the other coaches are taken. You know what I'm saying? So that are good coaches. So yeah, it's just time to move on, man. They got a ring out of it. You bring it back. LeBron opt in his contract for 1 year. You let him play his 1 year, and then you just tell him after this year we moving on.
Ray, go ahead.
Yeah, I would tell him opt in and maybe give him 1 year, like 1+1. I mean, he's still playing at a high level, but I think you just need Bron to dial it back a little bit to being that third guy, right? I don't want him to be the alpha number one all the time, and that comes with a head coach that he got to believe in. Anthony Davis has to believe it, but you got to be stern with him, like Pat Riley did with Spoelstra. Like, nah, we're not making no change because you're not unhappy. This is what we're going with, and you got to live with it. That's the type of coach that they need now. Whoever that is, I don't know, but I would give him a 1+1. Like, he's still playing at a high level. He give me a 25, 8, and 7. Like, you're just not gonna find that in around the league just walking in free agency, right? Yeah, he is 40. I get it, but I wouldn't give him nothing over 3 years. I think the reports like it could be 3 year, 160. Like, that's crippling to a franchise. That means he's like 42 years old. Like, so I would give him opt in, give him a 1 year player option for the year after. As for a coach, we've seen the new off the street, no head coaching with Steve Nash, JJ Redick. I don't think that's going to work. I would look at cats like Brian Shaw, been an assistant coach a very long time, played in the league. Sam Cassell. There's a lot of young coaches that just have not gotten an opportunity. Hell, who knows? Monty Williams might get fired soon. Shit from Detroit. Who knows, bro? Budenholzer. Granted, we may not like some of the adjustments he may have made when he was with Milwaukee, but over that 5-6 year run, he had Milwaukee rolling. So I think the Lakers just need to be smart with this one and not keep finding these coaches every 2 years. That's just not a recipe for success. And I think the team that they have now is solid. When you got Rui, you got Reeves, that's 2 15-point game each every single night. They just need to be more consistent, get a better point guard, and get a big that can, bang down low, because Wood is not the answer. Jackson Hayes is just a roll guy, lob type guy. But they got to they got the pieces though. Honestly, I wouldn't make no big trade for a star. I think they just need a whole pack. But a coach, they need a alpha male type coach that's not going to take no shit from LeBron and AD. And this is what we going with.
I think the Lakers, they do. I mean, I know we say Rui and Reeves, they give you, but they're not consistent when they need to be consistent. And I'm looking like, man, you got to find somebody else. I mean, like Keith said, the Lakers are about winning championships. They ain't about just getting to the first round, going home, getting to the second round, going home, getting to the Western Finals, and going, and not making to the championship. They got to make some changes. Now,
So you trade those two?
I think I would trade and bring somebody in. I mean, dog, you done tried this joint for 2 years, and they got into the playoffs.
What's
and
wrong
they
with
didn't
that? But what's wrong with 2 years is not a long time.
They did not get it done. They did not get it done when it's time for them to get it done.
They got it done last year
so much
when it was in the Western Conference Final. They just ran against Denver.
That's last year, but what we say all the time, basketball year to year, bro. Your life is year to year. Them jokers didn't show up when they needed to show up when they could have beat Denver. You up 20. You up 12. You had a lead of 9. You done been up in a majority of the games, and you actually, I mean, LeBron and AD doing what they're supposed to do is the supporting cast. And what we say all the time, if the supporting cast doesn't play in the playoffs, you're not going to win. And that's what happened to the Lakers. The Lakers has no business losing to Denver. And everybody keeps saying, well, they should have bypassed them and played everybody else. You was going to have to play them anyway. So no matter how you look at it, if you want to be that dominant team, you had to beat Denver. They was in place to beat Denver. It's not like Denver blew them out. They were in place in every game to win this series. And the role players didn't do their job. Let's just call it what it is. That's why Darvin Ham got fired. He didn't make the right adjustments during the game. Now, as for a coach, one day I go try to get Adrian Griffin. Adrian Griffin had the Bucks flying right, on the right path. They get mad because Giannis' brother, who they needed to have a spot to bring somebody else in, and they felt some kind of way allegedly, and that's why they let him go. Won't they go get Adrian Griffin? I think he'll be a good fit for the Lakers. If you can't get nobody else, JJ Redick, nah, them boys ain't gonna listen to no JJ Redick. Man, they gonna be like, man, get out of here. Get out of here. Man, we ain't trying to hear what you're talking about. So why would you, like you say, I think Adrian Griffin will be a good fit. But I just do think the Lakers need to get rid of some of the people that they got and bring somebody in if they're going to keep each other.
Wow. The mortgage of future, I'm Donovan.
Put a name to it. You out here saying they should get rid of him. Put a name to it. Who they should get rid of?
I said they should get Adrian Griffin.
No, I'm talking about players.
Talking about players.
Well, I think that Austin Reeves didn't show up. He just didn't.
If you trade him and Rui, who you talking about going to get?
How you gonna trade Austin Reeves? You ain't got a bench already. So what you gonna do when you get rid of him?
Well, hell, you can get somebody. At the end of the day,
hey man, do Lakers fans play in fantasy basketball? That's what y'all play. That's the word y'all play in. You do know
they've been playing fantasy basketball the past couple of years anyway. So they got rid of Pitts. They might well keep doing it.
How you think? That's why you were the 7th seed, because you do not have any.
That's not my team. I'm just saying what they should do.
But how you gonna get rid of players how you gonna build a bench? Like how you gonna build talent?
They ain't got nothing anyway.
I mean, so then you need to trade the centerpieces then.
But they're not gonna trade LeBron and AD.
They should.
And that's what they basically gonna be starting over then.
They should think about trading, especially if they're talking about trading for Trae Young. You get Trae Young, you either got to tell LeBron that he's gonna have to go into more of a third, more of a well, LeBron got the ball in his hands too much to have Trae Young on your team. They're way too much ball dominant players.
Yeah, that wasn't
LeBron need to play.
That wouldn't work.
LeBron would need a Kyrie type player, somebody who can score and have the ball in his hands, so that it still doesn't affect the game. They can still put up shots. I don't see LeBron winning unless he plays with a player like Kyrie. I don't see, unless he gets on the team, play with somebody who has that type of talent, who can score at will. They get the ball and still be able to play solid defense. No, I don't see him being able to win because Trae Young ain't gonna do it. Trae Young is a defensive liability. Yeah. So unless AD don't want to play the 5, they want to play the 4. So it's an issue in the sense, and then LeBron ain't stopping nobody. So and he has the ball in his hands too much. So if you resign LeBron, first and foremost, you stuck. It's that simple. Ain't nothing else to talk
rebuild,
about,
man. This is time to rebuild.
If you got to move on from them, or you don't. I don't even understand why everybody think y'all gonna make more. What other trades can you make?
I mean,
if you make a
you can make
trade,
them.
if you make a trade,
Who gonna go there gonna make them better?
That's the key.
But if you make a trade and try to get a big three, again, you're gonna have the same problem Fingers have. You're not gonna have no bench. Your depth gonna be light.
And you're gonna be playing two players, $60 million a season.
Yes, and you have no depth.
Like, what are you gonna do? Like, no, like that's the majority of that's 2/3 of your payroll.
That's the same problem Phoenix got. You're playing 3 players, most of your salary. Now you have no depth, and one of your players gonna miss 50 games. LeBron gonna miss games. He getting older. Every year he missed 20, 30 games. So yeah, it's just time to move on, man.
So
it's just time to move on. Time to say we got a ring, and it's time to move on.
And we branched two different things here. We did say that we talked a little bit about, the coaching situation. I don't know where they're gonna go with that either. I really don't know. Like, how much coaching you think? Like, everybody think they're gonna have a brilliant coach.
John, what? If they want to win, if Jim, what's her name? Jenny Buss want to win. She would go against the eye like her dad would probably go. One name, nobody talking about it. People will respect. People, he don't care what's your name on back of your jersey. But I don't know if anybody in the NBA got the heart to go do it. And you know who I'm talking about.
Oh,
Mark Jackson.
Yeah, I think Marcus. Yeah, bro. It's time.
If you really want to win, you really want a coach who can come and build young talent, get the most out of everybody, develop players, then that's the name. So that's it. And I don't know about the NBA. I don't know what dude did. Nobody in the NBA. If she want to go against the grain, you the Lakers. Nobody would say nothing. Everybody be like, okay, that's it.
Winning solves it all.
I don't think he's gonna be out there, and there's no other coaching talent out there. Like, I really don't understand. Like, when you fire a coach, what's your plan? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna fire a coach, it'd be like, all right, we just fired this coach. Like, you really think that you're just gonna have, a long laundry list of coaches that want to coach the Lakers, knowing that you could probably get fired in 2 years, knowing that LeBron is in his 40s, knowing that they're gonna force you to draft Bronny, knowing that all these different things are gonna happen for you to be able to coach this team and coach at a high level, and the team ain't really that good.
Hold on,
let's be honest with you.
If the Lakers drop Bronny, I'm done for a while.
You said for a while.
I'm done for a while. To that era, bro. If the Lakers stoop to a player telling them what to do, bro, when you can get any player you want, then come to LA. I'm done. I'm done. It's time to move on.
You better get ready to be done.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. I don't believe that, bro. People, real fans in LA will have a problem in LA, bro. The Snoop Dogs of the world, the Cubes of the world, the bro. I don't see it happening. Trust me.
They don't own the team, so that's
exactly
the thing.
They don't own the team.
I'll be shocked if they drop Bronny.
But even if they draft him, they don't have to play him, right? Like, you can sit him at the end of the bench. You can put him in the G League.
How we doing that when we need
second round pick, bro? You ain't got too many second round picks doing much in the league.
Look at Draymond Green have been a second round. You can find a diamond in the rough in the second round.
True,
Jokic is the second round pick,
but it's few and far between though.
All right, but we will take those chances. We don't need a Giannis brother on the team, brother, be cheering and holding up a spot.
Dude can play defense. I mean, if you can lock down in the defense in the league, bro, you got a job.
On in the league. Trust he's not getting in no games in the league. He ain't checking nobody in the league.
But I'm just saying, like, you can pass him in the D League, though.
Well, tell that dude go to Cleveland.
Help him develop.
Send him back to Cleveland. They can pick him. Well, you don't need him in LA.
You might not be a Laker fan, nigga. That's what they gonna do.
I bet no. I won't.
He's definitely going
right here, right now. If that's the way it go, I'm done with the Lakers.
Then you done there because he definitely gonna be there.
He gonna be there.
Sorry,
bro.
Sorry. All right, man. So let's dive into the Clippers, man. The Clippers collapse last night happened. They lost 4 games to the Dallas Mavericks. Was a great series to game 5 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
Where did the Clippers go? Where did the Clippers go from here? Keith, start us out. Where can the Clippers go from here?
Man, the Clippers, man. First of all, they got to get rid of Kawhi. It's time to go from that era until it's time to get rid of Kawhi. Bro, he's never there when you need him. Dude ain't been the same since he left Toronto when he was his body just dude got good intentions being there, just his body done, bro. They gonna have to move on. Um, man, James Harden legacy, bro, gonna be he's a Hall of Famer. He's great and everything, but he's gonna be one of those players you look like, bro. Dude never got it done in the playoffs, bro. Dude never. When you need him in big time games, bro, dude come up short, bro. What he had? How many points he had last night? By 12, 10?
Something like that.
The first two games when they won, he had 30 something. When you need him, I just don't get it. So the Clippers got talent, got a good coach, bro. It just they got to take that money off the book for Kawhi and go get them some pieces. The help that's gonna be there and help them win. Because they got role players, they got big man, they got a nice coaching staff. And it just must, man. They just maybe they need to move out of LA, bro. It's just the jinx of the Lakers, bro. Something, bro.
They got that fresh new arena coming next
They got the
season.
new stadium. They got the new stadium next year.
Yeah, but you gotta put. They gotta go find somebody that's gonna put seats in those stadiums. You know what I'm saying? Because Kawhi ain't it, and he need to retire, bro. But I ain't mad at Kawhi. They're gonna keep giving you a check, take it. But
They did re-sign him last year.
so they gotta get rid. Because he's hurt, bro. His body just bad. His body just failing him. He's just never gonna be healthy when you need him. So that's where they got to start off. They got to start off getting a young player, somebody like a Maxi or somebody like that up on a rise that can come and play in LA, be they franchise players. They need a true number one because James Harden ain't it, and Paul George a true number two. So they need to go find them a number one guy.
Whew, yeah, I know for sure I wouldn't be investing almost 300 and something million between PG and Harden. Both the free agents. And PG had a great year this year. He played healthy for the most part. I would put feelers out there to trade Kawhi, but who we're gonna give you is gonna probably give you 2 cents on the dollar. That's the only thing going, trading Kawhi. But
You gotta take your losses.
I mean, it's something better than nothing because, like I said, he's not being available at the right moments, right? And we know Clippers got aspirations of a championship, and they not performing in the playoffs. And now you're going to invest Harden. How many years? PG, how many years you going to do with that? And you can't re-sign him, right? Like, because you ain't got nobody else. So they're going to be forced to probably give him the bag. But I don't know what the Clippers can do, bro, unless they just trading Kawhi. That's the only reason. The only way.
I would keep Paul George. You know what I'm saying?
At what cost, though? Are you going to give him 5 years, 300-some million?
Nah, I wouldn't do that. I'd give him a 3-year deal. I'll give him a 3-year deal.
If I'm here, I'm leaving then.
Well,
I can get a 4-year deal and also somebody else.
No, you get a 3-year option, 4-year, 3-year guarantee, 3-year option. But if you want to leave, so well, bro. What they giving us? An early boot every year.
I would look into getting rid of Kawhi because he's not helping them.
Man, ain't nobody helping them, dog. That whole team is just terrible, bro. Like they so underachieving so bad. I'm like, man, I would get rid of Kawhi. I'm like, listen, I'll tell Kawhi, look, bro, go sit home for the first 40 games. Give me the last 40 in the playoffs or something, bro. You not giving me nothing. Now, I ain't mad. The man that pays you get your money, but come on, bro. Paul George underachieved when he get to the playoffs. He underachieving. James Harden, like you already said this. James already said this too. He always underachieving. When he'll give you 2 good ones, but the other 4 to get you out of the first round, the second round, you ain't seeing them. And it's ridiculous, bro. The dude got all the talent, but when they really need to get a dub, they don't perform. And we look at Ty Lue as being a great coach, but he got a whole bunch of knuckleheads, bro, that just don't want to get right. And it's just sad, bro, that Kawhi, like I said, I just think he need to retire. I think he need to just retire, bro. Like, look, man, just go and pack it in. I don't even know why they gave him, an Olympic jersey. He ain't gonna play.
But Don, I ain't retiring from Kawhi. I'm gonna get all that money.
No. Yes. If they talk about trading Kawhi, I wouldn't take that trade because he ain't gonna play. But if I'm Kawhi, I'm gonna sit right on that bench, collect out all that money. You done paid me now. I'm gonna sit on the bench and collect it. I ain't gonna change up what I do. I'm gonna give you 40 games. I might make it to the playoffs. I might make it not because you done wrote the check. But I do think they need to figure it out because Ty Lue, Like I don't know what else left for him to do. I just don't know.
Go to the Lakers. Tell them I ain't re-signing. Lakers send them a pick. We'll get you a pick. Give them the pick y'all want to get Bronny. We'll give you that pick. Give you
I mean,
I just think that it's gonna be a tough sell because you do have the new stadium. In your best interest, you probably want to keep those two guys. But at the end of the day, man, this dude he's not available. And I went on record saying this several times. When I seen that text, I'd be like, retire, man. Man, just retire. Just let it go. Like it gets to the playoffs, and as soon as he has to play in a series where it's going to be back-to-back games, or even this time it wasn't back-to-back games, it was a day between the games, unless you and it'd be like 2 days if you're traveling, and his knees cannot hold up. And he went majority. He played probably 70% of the season, 75% of the season, and then out of nowhere, his knee started bothering him, and just. Man, it's unfortunate because when he plays and he's healthy, he's the best player on the floor. It ain't like it was like last in the Phoenix series. The first 2 games, he was the best player on the floor. He was playing great defense, stopping cats, hitting up averaging 30 a game, and nobody can do anything with him. And then this season, you can see that it was slowing him down. There was issues happening with his knees. And we saw what happened. The season ended, and here they are at home with a lot of questions, no answers, and they have an opportunity to kind of move on. But will the owner and the GM, Lawrence Frank, will they move on from him? Will they move on from this team? Will they move on from Paul George? I think the James Harden thing was just a 1-year deal anyway, so I don't think that's going to be a big situation where they have to move on from him. But everybody else, man, I just don't see what's going to happen. And James Harden, it's probably his last mega deal for sure. He's going to be on 1-year deals moving forward till he retires, because it's nothing else. He may want to think about coming off the bench too. I just feel like him being a starter, the way he wears down during a game, that's why he's so inconsistent. The game goes on, he wears down even more and more and more. So Clippers, man, they got a long way to go, but that's the issue. They should have never traded PG for SGA. I mean, at the time we thought it was great, but now that you see what SGA doing at OKC, if you had a belief in SGA as a young player, a great talent coming up, you should have kept him. Because once he got on the floor, it'll change the game. Then you wouldn't have to worry about PG leaving, or you wouldn't have to worry about you won't have to worry about Kawhi, because you would have had a superstar type player that you could build your foundation around. So,
but I want to know what free agents are on the market coming up. What, like, young good free agents?
It ain't a lot. Not this year. Not like it has been in the last 2 years. So
the boy on there, the one got the mid range.
DeMar DeRozan.
But he's not young. You said young talent, not he's been in the league over 10 years.
How was he? Probably about 32.
That's not young in the league, bro.
Yeah, I know, but he's. I'm talking about for like a team that need like a, you know what I'm saying, that can help you win. He'll you know what I'm saying, for a team like feel like they get into the first round, second round, that can come, like say for the Lakers. I don't know, they probably wouldn't be able to afford them, but like
34.
But like a DeRozan would help you. He'll at least give you an 18.
No, it don't matter, man. It just, you need young talent. They need somebody they can take the future reins with.
I'm talking for the right, like a DeRozan over, like you said, if you give with like with Kawhi, you can bring a DeRozan in for right now.
But that's not a plug-in player. They need somebody who can carry the torch moving forward.
Yeah, they're gonna have to draft that.
Yeah, they're gonna have to draft. They're gonna have to draft a player that can give them what they need, man. There's gonna be that type of player. They had it with SGA, but they had to trade SGA to get PG.
Yeah, it's a bad mistake now, but because you ain't getting nothing out that PG trade. They ain't even ever make a Western Conference Finals.
Nope. Yeah. All right, man. Let's jump to the next time. Let's talk about the Knicks. They just won the series against the 76ers. Embiid, and then we'll talk a little about Embiid and what his future gonna look like with Philly. Especially we got to talk about Harris going over 1 in 36 minutes and 0 points. But let's talk about the Knicks, man, and this story that's going on with the Knickerbockers and how far can they go. D starts off, man. What's your thoughts on the Knicks? Can they get to the NBA Finals?
I think they can get to the NBA Finals. I think with their tenacity on defense, they role players that started Steven Chenzo and Josh Hart are playing out of their mind. The dudes coming off the bench, making good helping out. The only thing about the Knicks though is I just think they fall asleep sometimes at the wheel and they go through these lows where Jalen Brunson dribbles the ball too much and he slows down the offense. And when he's on, he's on. But when he's off, it's like they have these lows. But I do think that with their defense gonna keep them in a lot of games. And I think they can get there. But I think that Indiana also is gonna give them problems because Indiana puts up points. And when they guards and Halliburton and all these guys get it going, they really get it going. They average over 100 points. They gonna make you score. So it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a good matchup where you got a tough defensive team against a good offensive team. And I just think that if they have them lows and if they not hitting the threes and moving the ball properly, I think Indiana gonna run them up out there. But if Indiana having off days and the Knicks can keep the game close, I think they can get over this hump and make it to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, I think it's a nice story. They playing with house money. DiVincenzo and Josh Hart, house money. I mean, they played well last series, but eventually they're gonna hit back to the wall of being regular role players. I don't see them getting past. I don't think they're gonna be Indiana. Honestly, I think Indiana just gonna be too much. They definitely, even if they do, they're not getting past Boston. So they definitely not making the NBA Finals. But it's a nice story. Brunson has become a star in the league. He should be making All-Stars going forward. He should be definitely top 3 All NBA this year. But I think they're playing with house money, and it's going to be a good series in Indiana, though.
Yeah, I got them going to the Eastern Conference Final. I think they beat Indiana. But they don't get past Boston. They got the makeup of a team. Everybody know they role. Everybody know nobody try to get out they role and do too much. They well coached. They gritty. They play hard defense. Bronson, man, he got the most friendly deal in the league, bro. It's a steal. I remember everybody was talking about, man, the Knicks they only paid him, what, 100 and some million?
Right.
Everybody thought bad deal, bro. Definitely dude had become coming to his own, bro. Not afraid of the moment. He want to take the big shots. It's amazing how he finishing over bigs, how he getting the shot off. The energy in the garden itself, bro. It's been there, bro. It's just having that home field advantage, that home stadium advantage, bro. The Knicks fan they wild right now, bro. They feeling themselves, and I think that's gonna be the thing to push them over Indiana. So I got them going to the Eastern Conference Finals and got them losing to Boston. But man, they one piece away. So thing for them next year, do you get off of Randall and just try to go get that one piece? To me, they need one more player that can go get you 20, 30 at any time that they go with Bronson. They one player away. But the future is bright in New York, but I got them going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, I'm with Key. I got them going to the Eastern Conference Finals, man. This ain't no feel-good story. If they don't get there, this was a disappointing season. You're the number 2 seed. So this should not be no situation where you're looking at it like, oh, we made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Or if they want to try to get to the finals, they try to get to the finals. I think Boston's more talented of a team, but also got some crack in the armors right now. With Porzingis being out, they say he could be out multiple games. Maybe this series against whoever wins between Cleveland and Orlando. So, and that means he'll come in a little rusty. And if you're the Knicks and you beat Indiana, you should be on a high. You should feel like you can beat anybody, right? I don't think they got the talent overall because I think they match up well against Boston. I think Boston has better players, and that's where it is going to end. But as far as like athlete for athlete, talent for talent, they don't match up. But with their length and size and the way they play the game, they'll give Boston some problems. And Boston ended up winning maybe in the 6 games, maybe even 7. But if you're the Knicks, you don't be running up and down the street like you was the other day after they beat what's the name? All that like we the Knicks Walkers, we this, we that, like this is Jingo, this is Singo, whatever, the Italian stallion, like feel you can all that ish they were talking, you gotta still feel that way about every other team too. You know, listen, Miami made it to the finals with one really, really good star player. Right? Miami made it, so you should feel like Boston gave up against them. You should feel like, hey, we can get them too. I expect the Knicks to feel like they got the vibe right now. So nope. Ain't no feel good story. You need to be thinking you can win the entire shebang this year.
Yeah.
Right. And if the Knicks get to the finals, this is gonna be it'll be crazy. New York will be out of it. New York will be out of its mind because I don't think they've been since the
you well then, right?
Yeah, that year. The year was the league was under the league went to
when San Antonio won.
Yeah, I know. San Antonio
was a half a season.
It was a half a season.
It was a half a season.
It's a half a season. The league.
No, they lost to larger one, right?
No, they did not. They lost to the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, they won.
That was Tim Duncan's first year.
Yeah, that was Tim Duncan's first year. Yep. So if they get back, ooh.
You see, got that New York hat on, boy. Ready to run.
New York already high right now, man. I'm telling you, they fan base, man. They're excited about what they're doing. I'm trying to tell you, they fans a vibe, bro. You know it's crazy when the owner got to buy tickets to keep you from coming to the game, bro. Who does that? Whoever you never heard of that, bro.
That's crazy.
Buy tickets for the fan base won't come in.
Man, all that drink gonna calm down in next series. Indiana beat them.
You think so?
Yeah, I ain't got Indiana beating them.
I don't think Indiana's gonna beat them.
Indiana be at home if Giannis and Dame was playing.
Yeah, I think so too.
Well, guess what? Neither one of them didn't play, so I don't want to hear that shit.
You ain't gotta hear it, but I'm just telling you what we think. And what we think is that the Knicks are gonna win this series.
All right.
I saw some things about. I think Milwaukee just couldn't score enough, and they need to get better at the wings. But that's the thing that's a strength for the Knicks. Their wing players, their wing defenders are really good.
Yeah, they dogs on defense too. The wings players, they ain't like
it's Hart or this is Chino or what?
The
kid from Africa.
Yeah.
OG.
Yeah, like that kid. They got some defenders on the wings.
The Villanova crew too, bro. The Villanova crew.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. I know how you feel, but we just feeling like it's gonna be a little different.
We're gonna see. Kick over.
All right, let's talk about the Knicks. Where the Knicks should go. I mean, excuse me, where the Phillies should go. What's going to go on with the Phillies and Big and the 76ers moving forward? Key starters off.
Right now, man, Philly gonna have to start building their team around a Maxey, bro, because Embiid just can't stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? And I give Embiid all the props. He came back, then have to come back well that team. Then they're playing on one leg, but they're gonna have to get rid of what's the boy Harris.
Oh yeah,
definitely start there. They're gonna have to upgrade that position. They should have never got rid of Jimmy Butler for him. They had Jimmy Butler, bro. They probably would have won a ring by now. And Maxey is coming into his own, bro, and it's starting to be like the change in the team, like when you had like with Kobe and Shaq, where you had this young player Embiid, and you know what I'm saying, and it's due to because Embiid just can't stay healthy when you need him to stay healthy. And sometimes Embiid's have games too in the playoff where you would scratch your head, bro, like, bro, why are you shooting threes? Why you got 12 points? You outside in the paint. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody guard you when you down low bruising. So they're gonna have to get them another young big to relieve him where he ain't gotta be the man all the way throughout the regular season, because he's kind of a little better than Kawhi. It's times where in the playoffs he's hurt. And so right now, going forward, they're gonna have to start building this team around Maxey. This starting to come Maxey team. I like the coaching job they did. I like the other players, the heart they did. I just don't understand why Buddy Hield wasn't playing that much. I don't understand that. You know, he came in, gave him 17 early, but it's just time to build around Maxey right now. and Embiid your second player. And then they got to go out, and I feel like they got to get rid of Harris and upgrade that position. And they got a young star in Maxey, man. So they can get back to contending with Boston and the Knicks and Indy and next year in Milwaukee.
Ray, what's your thoughts, man?
Yeah, go get PG. Like give PG 4 years, whatever the max is, to be that 1-2 punch with him and Maxey and Embiid. I think Embiid, bro, he just gonna give you what he get you, bro. Like you just gotta be like, all right, he gonna give us 60, 65 games a year. It may be games he's just gonna have to take off. One, he need to get in better shape. Because when he's on, dog, he could easily be the best player in the league. But I will go give PG whatever he wants. He's probably the best forward out there on the free agent market. And then, retool the bench a little bit. Oubre had a great year. I wouldn't overpay him. I would bring him back and maybe go get like another point guard or something. Do you re-sign Buddy Hill? Yes, because you need the shooting. But I would start there. Go get Paul George. I think that'll help him out a lot.
Yeah, I agree with the Paul George, because Tobias Harris, oh, that boy is terrible. He's terrible, dog. I don't know what Elton Brand or whoever was in the front office re-signed that man and let Jimmy Butler walk out of the door, but you paying for it right now. You done paid for it ever since you did it. And I think that's what killed Philly in this series. People like him didn't step up. Buddy Hield, I don't know where he was at. He still was stuck in Indiana, where he came from? Because this joint is ridiculous. This joint is ridiculous. And he had a perfect opportunity. Huh?
I don't think it helped him that the coach wasn't playing him as much. He didn't start playing him until like game 5 and 6.
And I'm just like, bro, what are you doing? Like, you got this man in a trade to help you with the shooting. You needed some shooting, some of the games that you lost, you needed some of that shooting. So I'm just like, come on, man. Tobias Harris, bruh, I don't get it. I swear I don't get it. But at the end of the day, I think PG will be a perfect fit. He'll give him and Max should be a 1-2 punch. Embiid, if he can stay healthy and make it a good season, like you say, he plays 65. And I mean, it's gonna be tough because he done had so many knee injuries and coming up at the wrong time for him. It's just like every time they get into a good situation, it's an injury with Embiid for Philly. It's always an injury. And so I just think that they got to figure out to bring somebody else in. And if Embiid do go down, you got another 1-2 punch. It's having just one dude making all the shots in Maxey. So you got to keep him, go after Paul George, and I think Philly can just work back from there.
To be honest with you, man, I don't know what you can do with Embiid. I mean, if you really think about it, his health-wise, you can't make his knees better.
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't know what. I don't know. I think this last 2 years, he's probably came into camp at the healthiest he has of all season, and with the best his physical body, his physical strength, his body he's probably been in better shape the last 2 years, last 2 seasons. And it still comes to the end, the same thing where he comes to the end of the playoffs injured. I don't know what you can do. I mean, you either got to have a dominant one, which is Maxey. We blame a lot of people. We blame Ben Simmons for some of Embiid's issues. We blame other players, but Embiid's health has just been a problem. It's problematic. I don't know where they can go. I know we all say Maxey should take over or build around Maxey, but the way the team is set up, I mean, Embiid doesn't move that well on pick and rolls for you to be able to allow that to play a 2-man game a lot. He needs the ball on the block a lot more. I don't know really how you can design a team around Maxey with Embiid when not having players that still supports Embiid as well. It's gonna be tough. I just don't know where to go. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really don't. Especially as much as Embiid plays on the elbow, where can they really go? Like, he either steps out to shoot the three, or he's gonna get at the elbow and give you 3 or 4 moves and shoot the ball. And then sometimes he gets in the post. What are you really gonna do, man? Like, and then his health problems are crazy. I mean, he has something wrong with his eyes.
Yeah, Bell palsy.
His knees.
Yeah, Bell palsy.
Yeah, Bell palsy. I'm like, man, where the heck? Like, where are you even contracting? Where did you contract that? Like, I mean, like, where you contact that at? Like, I just don't really know where they can go Philly wise. Because if you do start overmatched, you may have to start completely over. And I don't think they can be prepared for that. I mean, they've been waiting on the process for a long time. And here we are. and the process is not getting them no championships.
Thanks.
None, zero. So I don't know where the Philly will go as far as like where they can go as far as in the future. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see, man. Like we'll see what's going on with that. I just don't see. We talked about the Clippers, and it's kind of like they're in the same parallel universe where they have players who are injured. They got some guys underperforming, and it's going to take an overhaul to figure out like where they're going to go in the future. And I don't see it. I don't see it at all. So it's going to be very tough. And then you have teams like the Knicks who kind of got just a young talent. They're building them, and they're now ascending. Right, whether it's the Knicks or OKC, there's another team ascending. The TWolves, they're ascending. People thought, remember the trade for the big man?
Yeah,
Like that was a crazy trade.
you got
Orlando. Go ahead, Key.
I say, and you got Orlando. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Orlando.
Well.
They're a player. They're player two away.
Yeah.
Right. Like if you get down there with Orlando, you get somebody in there that wants someone who got a good coach, a good system. They're probably a player or two away. Orlando's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was watching them against Cleveland, and Cleveland to me has more veteran players on their team at this point than Orlando, but it didn't seem like there's a clear difference of talent, right? Outside of what's the name who got 50, it wasn't like what's number 10 now? I can't ever remember his name.
Come on, Mobley.
Garland. He struggles at times. I don't like he makes bad decisions and he struggles. And then like they don't have any. If the big man ain't playing, they have problems, especially contain the inside, right? And Orlando got a good star player, young player, that is going to be out there that they can still build around, and they just need another veteran star player that they can bring in, and they'll be right there in the top 4 teams in the NBA.
Yep.
I don't know, man. It's a lot of teams that you can see now are ascending. Yep. Especially those teams that were really, really that for the last 2 or 3 years weren't that good. And then now the teams that are now like that were really good at some point, they're starting to decline. And you're starting to see as well.
And you starting to see too, Houston. I know they ain't make the play in, but you can see they starting to rise. You know what I'm saying? You can see like Houston, young talent. And they're gonna probably be good in the next year. They probably make the playoff in the next year. So they up on the rise with all the picks, and they got those young talent starting to come in, be like getting the confidence, and good coaching is bringing it out of us. So I like their future too, Houston.
It's a lot of teams, man. So let's get into a preview a little bit of what we're gonna see today between the TWolves and the Denver Nuggets.
Oh, I'm excited for this.
And let's pick a winner today too.
I'm excited for this.
Key, start us off. You excited? So start off. What you think you're gonna see out there today?
And this like 2 hard hitters, bro. This is like Drake and is
Kendrick Lamar.
Drake Lamar is like Tyson and Holyfield. It's like big dog. These big boys now. Put your big boy pants on right now, bro. It's gonna be physical. It's gonna be star power, bruh. I'm excited for this one. I ain't lying. I'm really excited. I hope it live up to the hype. But my keys to this game, bruh, it's gonna be Cat, bruh. Cat is the key for Minnesota winning this series for Minnesota. To me, Denver, he's the mismatch. Because who you gonna put on? If you can't put Jokic on it because you need him to guard what's my man name? Gobert. You put what's the dude was guarding LeBron? He too small. Gordon too small. He can't settle for threes in this series. Yeah, we want you to make the three. They have no answer for you. None. And I think it was 2-2 in the regular season, and Cat missed 3 games in that series. It's gonna be interesting who they're gonna put on Edwards on matchup wise. I think Minnesota can play Jokic one-on-one. I will play him one-on-one. I'm not letting the shooters, I'm not doubling. Gobert, you that dude who you said was, make him get a hard 25 or a hard 30. We're not sending the double team. We stand at home. You know what I'm saying? I just think for me, bro, I want to lead to Minnesota, bro. I ain't gonna lie but it's gonna depend on Cat. It's gonna depend on Cat. What if Cat can give you 25 in this series? Minnesota win this series. But tonight, are we picking for the series? Is who gonna win tonight?
Who gonna win the series? We picking for the who gonna win the series.
I'm going with the upset, bro. But it's gonna depend on Cat, bro. I just think Minnesota bigger. They got the bigger team. They got the more younger players. They athletic on the wings. They very well coached. Both teams are very well coached. And I think the key is they can play Jokic one-on-one and don't leave those shooters get going. And they got big guards they can throw at Murray. You know what I'm saying? To make him have to shoot over the top. I'm going with Minnesota in 7.
So you think they're gonna beat them at Denver?
At Denver. Yeah.
In 7 games.
7 games.
Okay. Ray, go ahead.
Yeah, I think I like the Minnesota, and like you said, the matchup. It's so intriguing because there's a lot of different cross matchups. You can throw Cat on Jokic, you can throw Gobert on him. They got a lot of bodies that can make Jokic work, and that's the key. You got to make Jokic work on both ends because you can't just let him rest on defense and he just chilling, right? Because he easily gonna get his 25. But like you say, make it hard. You can throw McDaniels at Murray. You can throw some time in the fourth quarter, throw ANTMan on Murray. Right, the length, for the key, like I said, it is Anthony. It is what's your boy? Cat going off and get his 20. But I need Michael Porter Jr. also. He got to get his numbers. Like he's an X factor for Denver because if he don't score, I don't think Murray and Jokic is enough to beat Minnesota. But I think I got Minnesota. Definitely, I got Minnesota winning in 6. But I didn't really like how Denver was playing in the first round against the Lakers. Yeah, you can get down and come back, but you got down 3 times against the Lakers, and I think Minnesota is better than the Lakers. So I got Minnesota in 6 games.
Woo! Like Ric Flair says. I think it's going to be a great matchup. I think both teams are battle tested. I think that no matter how people try to dismiss Minnesota throughout the season, but I think with the mentality that Edwards have, those guys are coming along with them, and I think the pressure's on Denver. There's no pressure on Minnesota because for Minnesota, people overlooked them all season, even though Edwards, the team has had a great year. But I think Minnesota win in 6. And the reason why I think Gobert is going to play a big part. I mean, yeah, we know he's not a scorer, but you gotta get some buckets you gotta get the rebounds. That's gonna be the key. Rebounding and not giving up second chance shots to Denver. That's where the Lakers lost the game at. They lost the game at getting second shots. So I do think the size of Minnesota is going to help them to get the rebound the ball and not give up second chance shots. Because when you're giving up second chance shots and you're giving up threes at second chance shots, that hurt, especially when the game is tight and close. And I think putting Edwards on Murray every now and then is going to help them as well. Because Murray's going to have to work. You're going to have to, with the calf strain or whatever he got going on, you got to make him work on defense as well. You can't just let him just rest on defense. I think in order for Denver to win, I think they got to get Eric Gordon going. You got to get him going. He's a big part of your offense, and he got size, and he can rebound the ball and get to do the work around the basket. But he got to really get going. But I just think right now I'm gonna ride the Minnesota train, and I think Minnesota win in 6.
Mute JD.
My bad. Hey, so I guess I'm gonna be the guy.
Be that guy.
I got Denver in 7. I got Denver. Here's the problem that nobody's talking about. Like Joker got range. That pick and pop gonna be wide open for him. Like he gonna abuse Gobert on that all day long. Joker's not a guy that's gonna play with his back to back the entire game. He can bring Gobert out. Gobert gotta guard him because Joker can hit the 3. He can hit it. So what you gonna do when you it's just Cat and Cat's gonna get in foul trouble? Guarantee he's gonna get in foul trouble. That brother's gonna get in foul trouble. He is known for getting in foul trouble in big games. He got in foul trouble in the series against the Suns. He gets in foul trouble. That's what he do. He gets in foul trouble. And I like the matchup between him and Gordon because Gordon's an athletic power forward who can play and plays above the rim. So I think Cats gonna have his games, but Gordon can play with him defensively because he's big enough, tall enough, and athletic enough to give Cat some problems. Cat's not gonna be able to beat him off the dribble. He's gonna have to shoot the three because he ain't gonna be able to beat him off the dribble. I like that matchup for Gordon. I think the only thing that is really the Ants gonna be the difference because there's nobody on Denver's team that can guard that. Yeah. KCP cannot guard that. He can make it tough for him. He can't stop him. But Porter's gonna be huge in this series. Shoot the three. He can post when he wants to. If he's hitting the three like he was hitting against the Lakers, it's gonna be a victory for the Nuggets, man. Murray, I think Murray's gonna do. Who you gonna put on Murray? Jaden McDaniel. You can't. What's name's too small.
Yeah, you gotta put McDaniels on him.
They're gonna put
McDaniels on because what's name's too small.
Yeah, they're gonna put McDaniels on him.
So I like that. I like to see how that's gonna work because McDaniels. I'm taking how long has McDaniels been on this roster? 2 or 3 years, right?
Couple years, yeah.
I know he did a decent job against Ja in that series, playing against Ja, playing him, being a big, tall, strong guard. But Murray's somebody who has a lot more range than Ja, plays a little bit more in control than Ja as well. So I like the Nuggets in 7. Until you beat the champ, you can't count them out. And I like them in 7 games. I think this is going to be one of those series that we're all going to sit back and enjoy. And we already said I said the Knicks. 2 people said the Knicks. 2 people said Indiana. I don't know. Ray, did you say who you like for the Pacers?
I think the Pacers gonna beat them.
Oh, okay, so you got the Pacers. You and D got the Pacers. Me and Key got the Knicks on that one. And then I definitely got Denver. And y'all 3 all got the TWolves. Okay, we'll see.
Okay,
you gonna see?
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Okay, I'm looking forward to. What time that game come on tonight?
6:30.
Okay.
That's why we're here. Let's go ahead and do another prediction. Let's go ahead and talk about the Mavericks against OKC.
Oh,
let's start that off. It's about to happen. Let's start it off.
We gotta do the game 7 too, but after this. We ain't
What game 7?
Mavs and
Cleveland, Orlando.
Oh, okay, yeah, we do that. All right, yeah. Well, I say game 7. All right. Oh, yeah. All right. So let's talk about the Mavericks against OKC. Keith, start us off again. Who you got? Who you got winning series and why?
Man, this is another gonna be a good series, but I'm going with Dallas, man. I just think Luke and Kyrie gonna be too much, bro. For them, OKC first time really, what I'm saying, getting they experience in the playoffs, being here on this stage for the first time. I just think Luke and Kyrie experience is gonna be too much getting anything they want in this thing, so I got Dallas winning this in 6. I just like the way Kyrie and Luka playing off each other, because Luka kind of got a game, like you were saying that earlier about LeBron and Kyrie. Luka kind of like a LeBron where he's dominate the ball, and sometimes it just pisses me off the way he dominates the ball, bro. Like slowing the game down. He got because the last game, couple of games, you saw he was playing fast, bro. You ain't got to be the point guard all the time. You can outlet the ball ahead and come back and get the ball. Still, dribbling at 8-9 sacks, and he hit that step back 3. So you can't say too much. He'll dribble that ball all the way down and hit the step back 3. But I think when they play faster, when he just get the ball out his hand and pushing it up the court real fast, or outlet passing it, Dallas is dangerous, man. They can score in bunches. They got them shooters. What I'm saying? You got to deal with Kawhi and Luka. They real coached by Jason Kidd. That's one thing by Jason Kidd.
Hold on, you got to deal with who?
Luka and Kyrie. You got to deal with Kyrie. What I said?
You said Kawhi.
Oh, Kawhi.
He did say Kawhi.
Luka and Kyrie. And I love Jason Kidd as a coach. Dude has won wherever he went. He goes and he wins. So, I got Dallas in 6.
Hold on, Key. You didn't say that early on when Jason Kidd first got there. You wanted to get him up out of there.
When? At Dallas? No,
when he first started.
I didn't say that. I never said that about Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd, everywhere he went, he won.
I don't know, Key.
Everywhere Jason Kidd went, he won. Like, he turned the franchise around. He was a contender, like winning. Like, when he was with Milwaukee at first, he was getting them in the playoffs.
No, he wasn't.
Sometimes
No,
they
he
off
wasn't.
Milwaukee.
Nah, he was okay. He wasn't a great. He wasn't. He didn't.
I'm just saying nobody expected anything out of Milwaukee when he got
Yeah,
to
they
get another
expected him
play.
to be better. He didn't make him better.
Hey,
He said in an interview that he didn't do a good job in Milwaukee.
but I like him as a coach.
Yeah, he's doing a decent job. He's been in a lot of places.
Yeah.
Yeah, he been around.
He's been around, so he should learn from it. Ray, who you got?
I like OKC, man. 7. I just think they got
Ooh.
a lot of bodies that they can throw at Luca and Kyrie. And it's Shea Gildress' time, bro. It's SJ time. Between Giddy, Williams brothers, Chet, like he's coming in, getting his legs in together. And I just like it. I like what OKC got, bro. Like all they need maybe is a veteran piece. But dude, that dude Giddy nice, SGA MVP candidate. And I just think they could throw a lot of bodies at Kyrie and Luca. So I got OKC in 7.
7. Okay. D, who you got?
I got Dallas in 6. I think this is going to be a track meet. I do think because both of them can get up and down the floor. But I think the difference going to be is Dallas is a little bit better defensively. I think they're a little bit better defensively. And I think that's what's going to be the difference. Because OKC take a lot of threes. They take a lot of threes. And I think that's where Dallas is going to capitalize on that. When they miss them threes, Kyrie's going to leak out. Them other guys going to leak out and get easy buckets. So I'm looking at Dallas. I'm looking at Dallas in 6, but I do think this is going to be one of the best series for as people getting up and down the floor and more entertaining than a lot of other games.
I got OKC in 7. Now, if not 6. I do like Dallas. When you look at the teams, look at both teams. Two teams can Luca and SGA is gonna cancel each other out. Guaranteed. They're scoring, the way they play, they're very similar in their style. Where the next thing is gonna be Kyrie. Problem is Kyrie is gonna play a lot of longer defenders, guys who like to defend. Okay, she has 3 guys who likes to defend on the wings. Kyrie's gonna see that all game, every game. And then you add in inside scoring. Outside of the dunks that the young kid gets, there's no other player inside. I mean, I think Jones is playing above his head against the series. Washington was playing above his pay grade in that series against the Clippers. I don't see them repeating that again against this because they have long youth and OKC can defend and move. Their big man can move. They got about 8 players they're gonna play in this series. I like OKC, man. I like OKC in the 7. It's gonna be a learning experience for them. I like them in 7 games. All right, so let's talk about this one game tonight, though. Cleveland. Let's be quick with this one. Cleveland versus Orlando Magic. I don't think it's tonight. It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah. Who do you got? Key. Who you got for that game?
I'm going with Orlando. And I think I said it last week. I think I called Orlando in 7. I just like again, you just got these young kids, man, up and down the court. They play defense. They got good role players. Got a star, and they not feel like they not afraid of the moment. Like they other than like you said, who been the real consistent for Cleveland is what's the dude name? Damn, I can't think his name. The
Talking
point
about Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell, and he had 50 last night, and they still lost. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if he get another 50. The Cleveland crowd fan base gonna be rocking. Cleveland gonna be off, but I think Indiana keep it close. Where they win, they still won in, bro. Where Orlando win Game 7.
I got Cleveland at home. I think it'll be too much. I think Garland will play better. I think Mobley will play better. So yeah, Cleveland in 7 and then winning at home.
Yeah, I'm rolling with Cleveland. I think Donovan Mitchell have them boys ready. I think the crowd is going to get them over the hump, and being back home, Game 7, for all the marbles. And I just think that the experience that Cleveland has is going to get them a dub down the stretch. I think the game be close, but I think Cleveland win by between about 6 down the stretch.
You on mute, Jack.
Yeah, I know. I'm just getting there. For me, is Jared Allen playing? Is he playing?
I don't know yet. They didn't say.
I look at the reports now. I'm trying to look at the reports. If he's playing, I I think if he plays, I think they beat him handily, right? Because for some reason, when Cleveland's playing with him, they've been destroying Orlando. Without him out there, it's been a very close game, and Orlando's been getting in the they been getting in the paint at will. So with that saying, if he playing, yep, I think Cleveland wins. If he doesn't play, it's gonna be a closer game, but I still think Cleveland will win. But I think it makes it easier for them if he plays, because I think once he's clogged with the paint. But man, when he's not playing, they have gotten hammered in the paint because they can just go into the basket and nobody's there to shot to block the shot. I think Mobley's a little frail, and also he gets in foul trouble. So he's trying to stay out of foul trouble so he can stay in the game. So it's just a lot of different factors that happen. But I think if he plays, they win. They win the blowout.
Sure.
All right. Anything else you want to talk about NBA related, man? We're gonna die. Hold on, before we get out of the basketball, let's talk a little bit about Caitlin Clark's first game, a preseason game. I'm not sure if y'all seen the stats or even seen the highlights. But anybody got any thoughts on it?
She done what she did like she was in Iowa, bro.
Yeah.
I think, she got handles, though, and I think that's an underrated part of her game. Like, you saw a couple of moves, like she got girl falling down, and she gonna be box office, though. And there's a reason why they're moving a lot of their games to TV and bigger arenas. And it's unfortunate the WNBA don't have as many faces, but bro, she's quietly the face right now, bro, and she's balling. Angel Reese had a pretty good preseason, almost had a double-double, give her props. But the WNBA is in a great space right now.
You brought up Angel Reese. Let's talk about it real quick. What did you think about her press conference, her welcoming press conference, not having the same buzz and demonstration that Caitlin Clark and some of the other players had?
Like you said, bro, disrespectful. You have to roll out the red carpet to get people excited and eyes on it, right? That's what you want. You want to create these moments for these ladies and capitalize on the opportunity that the buzz that they have coming out of college. And they dropped the ball, and I'm sure they probably regret it now. I'm definitely sure they do.
But this is the problem I got, though. You regret it after the fact. But like you just said, Ray, you got to get the buzz. So why not get a buzz from the start? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like you
had it rolling.
And it's sad, bro, that if Caitlin Clark would have went there, they'd have had the red carpet out there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just call it what it is. Even the chick who went to Minnesota, they brought her people in to do her thing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear about, well, they regret it now. They didn't regret it. They knew what they was doing. They didn't want the buzz. They didn't want the
But
buzz.
that's not organization, though, right?
And that's unfortunate to the organization because y'all should created a buzz around this young lady who coming to your team. She's won a championship. You know what I'm saying? It blows me that these organizations bring in somebody who didn't win a championship and they got a buzz, and then another chick who won a championship. You know what I'm saying? They don't give her no buzz. It's just mind blowing. But hey, it is what it is. I just think Angel Reese needs to go out and just continue to do what she's doing. Try to put up a double-double every night and prove her worth. I mean, that's just all she can do.
Yeah, at this end of the day, she can't worry about that. She just gotta go out there and prove the next day was wrong. Like she said, she knows what she is. So at the end of the day, you win, bro. They can't help but put you on. So that's how you do that. But that's on the organization. Organization dropped the ball. Whoever the ownership of it. You know what I'm saying? Because this the one gonna sell tickets for you. She's the one gonna keep your games sold out or whatever. So that's on the organization.
Isn't D Wade a part of that ownership group?
I don't know. I think he do got.
He got some stake in that, Joe.
And yeah, that's on them. They dropped the ball. Yeah, but like she said, both had a great debut game, and it's good for the league, bro. It's good for the league. Them, especially them two, to like I said, when they play each other, it's probably gonna be the highest watch WNBA game this season. One of the highest hype WNBA game. But it's good for the league for both of them to be good if they want to ascend and get to that next level where the endorsement dollars are coming.
Yeah, my thing was, one, I need to see what did they do for Cardoza, right? And that's one concerning thing. Was it did they do the same for both? Which means that is a PR problem, which means their whole organization needs to be examined from a PR standpoint, because that's a problem. That's problematic. And then two, their games are, I think their games are either already sold out or they're going to. They're like both players, her and Cardoza have garnered a lot of interest. So if they both of their games sold out, either that or it's something to that effect. So that's another thing that I will see an issue where you have both players, your games are sold out. The talent you haven't been a very talented team the last year or so because I think Candace Parker was there before she left. They won a championship. They had a lot of buzz going on. I think that they ran into a lean year. And now you're back in the draft and you got these two talented ladies. You want to build off that momentum. You need it. The league needs it. This should have been mandatory.
Oh yeah.
And the league should have been like, hey, listen, what are you guys are doing for these, especially our top 10 draft players?
Yeah.
Right. And it's the fact that they're losing players because they can't keep enough players on the roster, or the budget of each organization not, enough to maintain an entire team. It's a lot of different things are happening. And they just need to be very smart and very unique and very direct on how they're moving so that they stop making these mistakes. They're just making them too much.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Capitalize right now, bro. You got that buzz. It's now or never. It's now or never for the WNBA.
You gotta capitalize on that buzz and you got a chance.
Yeah.
Like old boy who got drafted by the Buffalo Bills, Keon Coleman. He capitalized on his buzz.
Yo, that boy funny, boy.
He capitalized on his buzz. He out here letting people hear his accent, talking about different things. Now he probably getting endorsements left and right because of it.
Exactly.
You gotta capitalize.
Say, man, you know where I got the jacket from? Macy's.
Macy's. Hopefully Macy's gave him a deal for the coat. Like, gave him a deal right afterwards.
Yo, that joint was funny as hell, boy. 79, 89.
What you talking about? Like, you know what I mean? Hopefully, Don's homeboy from Mullins. Hopefully he getting his deal for what he's got going on.
Cool.
You know what I mean, that's Don's homeboy. Don's why y'all don't sound alike, man. How far is that from where you live? You grew up at?
That joint's like about an hour and a half from my crib.
So why y'all don't have the same accent? Because it ain't that far.
Hey, it's far enough.
That joint was country.
It's far enough. They call that the low country.
Low country. What's that?
Yeah, they call it low. That's where they take the double wide trailers and brick them up down there and make them out of houses. Yeah.
Oh, that's what y'all doing down there?
Everybody,
that's what they do, bro. They get a double wide trailer, get the brick mason to come up, brick them joints up, and they ride it out.
That's crazy.
And no, it's not that crazy. You know, people take like those what is those containers, the containers on ships.
Yeah.
People take them, make them houses out of them.
Yeah.
So it's not that crazy, but it happens all the time. People take containers out there, they build them around, and they make houses out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not shocking that people break up trailers. Now, have I seen it? No, but it's not shocking. But if
that's where Charlemagne from down in that area.
I thought he's from like outside of Charleston. I thought he's from like
it's not too far from Charleston, but all that where he's from is right in that area. Yeah, they like right next, like you know how the small towns you ride through. It's like
a boy said,
yeah.
Like, hey, how far you from a big city? And they'll tell you they're from a big city.
Yeah, if you say like most people, like if you're from Mullins or somewhere like that, they be like, yeah, I'm from Charleston, or right outside of Charleston. They'll tell you instead of saying they from Mullins, they be like, man, you probably don't know where that joint at. I'm right outside of Charleston.
Well, dude said he said they're from he's from not he said it's an hour from Columbia. No, Columbia. Columbia.
It's Columbia.
Yeah,
Columbia, South Carolina.
he
Yeah,
said South from Columbia, South Carolina. Yeah, man. So you gotta tell buddy, keep representing, get them endorsement deals.
for sure.
That boy, that country boy, that way is country. Very unique, very country.
For sure.
All right, man. So anything else y'all want to discuss before we get out of here?
We out.
Nah, man. Hey, what your boy gonna do tonight, man? We gotta talk about the boxing match. You think
Oh,
your boy
Canelo. I wouldn't even worry about Canelo in the fight, but yeah, we can go start that off. Ray, what are your thoughts on the fight?
TKO. I play probably about round 7. Another Saul. And my man speaking real good English right now, boy.
Yeah, he does. He got better. Like it take him a second. It's gonna take a good 20 minutes to get the conversation out, but he has gotten better with his English. He's got a lot of English.
Yeah, I think Canelo get him. I think he overpower him about 6 or 7 rounds. I think once he figure out, the first couple of rounds where dude weaknesses at, I think he takes him out 6, 7.
Yeah, I think he kills him in the late rounds, but I don't think that's the bigger fight. The fight in between him and the fighter is between him and
Benavidez?
No, it's between him and Oscar De La Hoya.
I mean, that boy was hot.
They don't want to be going at it. Like I'm like, man, that's something I'm trying to listen to. Him and Oscar De La Hoya, they be arguing about everything. They argue about who cheated, who did. Oh yeah, let's talk about Ryan Garcia taking us in the pegs.
Yeah,
man,
we almost let that go. Let's get into that.
Man,
I'm shocked they even let him fight, honestly. But I mean, if he is found with the B sample, I think he had 10 days afterwards. He should be banned at least 2 or 3 years. I'm not gonna say permanently banned, but I would give him a nice lengthy suspension. That way, it won't happen again. Hopefully, it's unfortunate.
Man, me first. I'll give him 6 months. I'll give him 6 months. Yeah, I'll give him maybe 6 to a year. Because if he's not a repeated offender, you know what I'm saying? Then I mean, it is what it is. And then 2, Haney just got his ass whooped, bro.
He did.
Haney got his ass whooped. Like he got his ass whooped. I mean, him and his pops need to come from behind that curtain and deal with the fact that, dude, you got your ass whooped, bro. It is what it is.
You do know what performance enhancement drugs are.
I know it is. I know what it is, bro. I'm just saying. He still listen. You got to move your head and all of that stuff, bro. Listen, you got your ass whooped.
You do know that everybody gets punched in boxing,
bro. This is the thing.
What fight have you ever seen when nobody never got hit?
Bro, this is what I'm saying. What they're saying is that what he took was to help him lose the weight.
No, that's not true at all.
I'm just saying what I read was that's what it was. He took a banned stuff to help him lose the weight.
No,
he wasn't trying to lose weight.
That's not the truth. Okay. It's a performance enhancement drug, which means
I know what it is. The performance enhancement drug. What I'm saying is, it was never the report that I read.
Listen to the report. I'm about to tell you what I read. The report that I read says it broke down what the drug is, and it's not used for you to cut weight. It's not used just for that. It's used for a multitude of things, which including strengthening your muscle mass, strengthening your muscle in your weight size, and strengthening the fact that when he rehydrated, they felt like that's what he put it back in the system. He has shown reports that they've shown negative, leading to the fight. But what a lot of people are caught on is maybe he took it the day of, because they actually, I think they did it the day before. The day before the fight. And then they test you after the fight. That's why he got 2 positives.
Yep.
It's before and after. That's why it takes 72 hours, for the first sample to come in, tested. Same thing with the sample coming in after the fight. That's why they like, yo, you've been tested positive twice before and afterwards, because of the fact that it takes 72 days for each side.
Gotcha.
That's why the reason why everybody's like, hey, so 6 months ain't enough for you.
So by you saying that, yeah, I think 2-year ban to be more sufficient.
Yeah, I mean, he could be suspended. He may get suspended longer than that. He should at least get 2 years at the minimum.
Yes, at the minimum.
He should have his purse taken from him.
Yeah,
he should receive that money. Like you didn't win. Technically, you didn't win. Like technically, you lost.
So that I agree with. Yeah, I agree with you on that. 2 years, yeah, that should be the minimum, at least the minimum.
And if
2 years,
if he's talking, he's doing his media run. He's talking to all these different people, bro. If you ain't submitted your B sample yet,
right?
Then what are you talking about? Like it's a waste of time. Like go submit your B sample. What are you waiting on? And it's not that you submit it. They have it. That's why he has to pay for it. So
Yeah.
they have it. You go get it tested, and then you go from there. You got an outside resource. You go get it tested by them, and you go for there. But I think it's with VADA. VADA's the organization.
Yeah.
VADA's the organization that I think they have to pay for their own. I think they function independently. So they have no real reason to say you're positive. And it's weird that everybody has a problem with that. I'm like, bro, they have no reason to say he's positive. They really don't get no interest out of it. They're independent of everything. They don't receive any funding from the Boxing Commission. They don't see refunding from any organization. They get paid by the services.
True.
So because they're a volunteering association, doping association. So they
ain't got no skin in the game.
They have nothing
Yeah.
at all. They have no reason to say, "Hey, you're guilty." They have that. They can't receive money from this organization, from the Haynes, and say, "Hey, listen, give us more money. We'll say he's guilty. He's positive." They can't do it. They don't receive any money for anybody. It's probably all within contract base. Like one contract, their organization, they contract them, they use them, they get paid for their services, they move on. Like honestly, if he's guilty, bro, that's bad.
Yeah.
And he gonna pay for that, Joe. Like at the end of the day, yeah. If he did that and you done got, you know what I'm saying, back-to-back positive samples,
Like,
they really might not let him fight again. He might be done for real.
And I don't know what that 19 newer trial, whatever that shit is. I don't even know what that is. But I don't. They test him for that too, and it was positive. So it was like two different substances in his body that was positive.
And they looking good for him.
If he's guilty, bro, if they pull that his B sample shows the same thing, it's gonna be a problem. And like I said, I don't know who can he go to that will be an independent an independent organization, because that's what VADA is.
Yep.
So it's like who you gonna go to that gonna give you that people gonna respect besides this organization? But they're like, yo, like that's what they do. Like it's a bad situation for him. It's not a good look for Orion.
And I think he didn't make it better talking crazy during those events that they had leading up to the fight. I don't think he made it better for himself.
Yeah, I just feel like at this point, you just should shut up. His PR team should tell him be quiet, and he just needs to go and just submit the B sample and just hope that it comes out clean. If it comes out clean, we ain't got nothing else to talk about. If it comes out dirty, bro, you done. It's just that simple, because that's all he has left. He don't have anything. This whole I ain't never did drug guard, man. Nobody worried about that. They want to see what the test results say. Because we got test result A here, and this is what these say. You need to show us something different.
Yep.
Because they don't have to worry about what you have right now, because they had your sample from their time. So you need to go see something different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's tough, bro. Good luck, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think he a done deal.
Well, all right, another epic Arguing Brothers podcast for the day.
Yes, sir.
About to get off the pod. So make sure everybody, y'all make sure you subscribe to the pod. But hold on. What y'all thought about Pat Bell situation?
Hey, bro.
Bro, they got to suspend Pat Bell, bro. Like you went too far, bro. You went too far.
They can't really suspend his freedom of speech, but I think if I was the other reporters, I would have walked away from him. Like, to show the solidarity that he totally disrespected the young lady. Like, bro, people care. Podcasts are a big space, but for you to not answer this young lady's questions because she's not subscribed to your podcast, he's out of pocket, dog. And I think all of them should have just walked away from him, bro, just to prove a point in solidarity to support this young lady. Like, he definitely was out of pocket.
Man,
I agree. I think that's a good stopping point right there for that. I think he was out of pocket. He was out of line. I'm not the biggest fan of other people trying to make it their staple point to talk about that is something happened in their life. If you didn't talk about it before, I don't think you need to use Pat Bev as a I want to say stumble point, as a reasoning for you to try to bring up some storyline about what happened with you in a situation, something what maybe somewhat similar but not remotely similar. But I think Pat Bell did what he's supposed to do as far as apologizing. Probably do it publicly apologize because he publicly embarrassed her.
Yeah.
And so that right there comes into play. But I've seen some people talk about different things, and even Nick Rice whole segment I thought was a little ridiculous.
He went in on that boy.
Yeah, he went in. I thought it was ridiculous how he was trying to make it a point to, excoriate Pat Bev, because it sounded really personal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't sound like it was just some, hey, I have a problem with what's going on. You made it more personal than what it has to be. And I mean, I'm pretty sure Nick Wright doesn't have a tree that nobody can shake from, stuff in his trees. Trees nobody can shake stuff out of. So relax, bro. I mean, I just felt like there's bigger stuff. Like, if you got a lot to say, why don't you go say something about, the white guys at Ole Miss doing monkey sound calls to that young lady, young black lady. You got a lot to say. You want to speak up for somebody, speak up for her too. You got you really want to use your platform for a lot of different things. Use your platform for that too. Because you guys use a lot of platform for everything, but the things that really outside of that, and that affects us as a world, especially with us being on the podcast lane. But also there's other things out there that affect us and people too. And so a lot of people love to speak about this, but don't want to speak about that. You can talk about it all. If you really want to, really want to show some guts in the game, because I ain't trying to hear that. I mean, I'd rather just go ahead and keep listening to Drake and Kendrick battle each other than listen to you talk about Pat Bev. Like, what are we doing here? So yeah, yep. So outside of that, man, that's a good ending to the podcast, man, fellas. So let's get our final statements. Let's get out of here.
Man, great show. Always great synergy with the crew. Man, keep supporting us, man. And, another one in the books.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, you just got a new, what's the name? You got a new PC or something? You got a new Mac?
My shit, I told you, bro. It's Google Chrome, dog. When I was using Safari, went crazy. Now I'm using Chrome, dog. No issues. I'm looking crystal clear, baby.
Yeah, I see that. It looks clear.
Yeah, he's good. He's good today.
Dog, technology, bro.
Okay. Yeah, they probably do that on purpose. D Springs, man, give your final thoughts. We got here.
Oh man, great show, my man. Shit, back on the road again tomorrow. I got to go out there near Leesburg Outlets. My house got a game tomorrow, so back on the road again. Trying to see what he gonna do tomorrow in this game. So that's me.
How's everything going with the spring season?
Oh, they lost last week. They didn't play well last week. They didn't. I don't think the team was better. They just played better and they executed better last week. Nah, man, he's improving, man. He's really like. I think that from what I've seen, over the past couple of weeks, and from working out and playing spring ball, the kid gonna be special. I really do think the kid gonna be really special, and he's putting in the time and the work. And like I said this morning, we went to check out a strength trainer for him, and he's gonna put in the time with that. So we're gonna see how it go. He's 13 now. Last year rec ball, travel football. So trying to get it in gear.
Hey man, listen, keep driving. Good luck to him. Love seeing it.
For sure.
All right, man. All right, man. So that's our final thoughts. Let's get out of here, Ray. Get us out of here.
Talking about what we talking about. I can do this all day. What we talking about? We talking about what we talking about. I ain't feeling what you saying. What we talking about? From time to time, every set of brothers argue. You gotta listen in to catch a glimpse here from our view. I finish every debate that I'm in. Gonna start it up. Same time tomorrow. We run it again. Ain't no stopping us. What we talking about? What we talking about?
Out. All right, fellas.